Hey guys, Dross here, and today I wanted to talk about uh, the definition of, the complaining part of DBD. So this is going to be mostly focusing on killer players, right? Because as a killer player, you have more, I guess, people would like to think that you have more decisions to be made. You can play nice by 12 hooking, or, you could, try to win. So those are the two main things that killers are left with. You can try to win by playing nice by like 12 hooking is the black and white option, 12 hooks or kills. That's what you got to focus on. Now, even though I don't really agree with 12 hooking, and I think it's all kind of falls into play with meta perks as well. There are some killer mains who will think that it's kind of cringe that you're running Rune Undying and Pop. And, just to quickly share my opinion, Rune Undying, I think that should be gone. Undying is my least favorite killer perk for sure. But with Pop Goes the Weasel, I'm like, it's kind of whatever. Like, I don't think it's nearly as oppressive as, a Nurse or Blight with Rune Undying. For this fucking game's connection. So what I, also have been hearing is that, if you run meta perks, but then you complain about survivor perks, you're a hypocrite, and it's very, very cringe to not only be running meta perks, but also complain about survivor stuff. And whilst I do see the theory in that, if you're complaining about, dead hard and stuff like that when you're running 4 slowdowns, that could be, it's kind of, what are you doing, mate? But at the same time, what I think is that it makes more sense, much more sense to, be running meta perks, trying to win, and then complain about survivor stuff, even though that is kind of scummy. But I think it makes a lot more sense than you not running meta perks and 12 hooking and then complaining about survivors doing this and that. Because that's your own fault, bro. You're 12 hooking and you're not running any slowdown, and then it's all about the tiers, and at the top of the tier, the reason why you're most likely losing, sorry my hand's white, I've been painting, the reason you're most likely losing is because you're not running slowdown, and you're not running slowdown, and you're on a bad map, and you're playing nice. So then you can't realistically blame survivors or blame survivor-sided things like Sprint Burst and Decisive Strike and Dead Hard and Life and all that and Adrenaline and gen rushing. You can't do that if you're not running any slowdown and you're playing nice. It makes you look like an idiot, in my opinion. And I'm not saying that, pull on 4 slowdowns, camp and tunnel every game. No, but if you're not going to understand that you should have done those things to avoid losing, if you care about winning so much, maybe 12 hooking isn't for you. And I think it's extremely hilarious that the whole, but I don't want to run slowdown because running slowdown is cringe. It's very cringe to complain about, in my opinion, survivor-sided things when you're playing nice deliberately. What you're effectively doing by 12 hooking and not running slowdown, what you're effectively doing is you're putting yourself in a weaker position. So if you lose the game, that's kind of your own fault. That's not gen rushing. That's your own fault. You didn't use any strategy that was given to you in the match. You plainly decided you were going to 12 hook and you were not going to run slowdown. That does not take strategy. So yeah, I have no problem if you play like this, but I kind of draw the line at it's a less scummy way to play or whatever, and then go back and complain about, losing and that. I have no problem with people who think it's scummy and all that, but if you also complain about losing and you blame survivor side of things, it's like, come on, bro, what are you even doing? So, yeah, just wanted to make this video, just my opinion, and I'll talk to you all later. Thank you. Goodbye.